Hello all, Munch here. Welcome back to another episode of my Rangers Complete playthrough. Today, hopefully we're going to get through a few games, notably the home leg against Antorsi in our Europa League qualification game. The tie is poised at 2-2 from the first leg, so obviously we've got 2 away goals to go with. But more importantly, we just need to get through it and get ourselves a clean sheet. That would do us the world of good. We've not really got much else going on in terms of transfers or anything like that. I can't really see much happening. There might be a little bit of room for one in today's episode. We will see. We'll also probably have a Betfred Cup game, as I just flick for everything here. We've got a couple of players in Team of the Week. That's exciting. And then, obviously, apart from the Betfred, we'll have another domestic game as well. And that should be against Motherwell. And then that sets us up nicely for maybe the next episode being this first of the Old Firm derbies. I'm very excited today. I've just thought, my God, let's start again, mate. I've just finished watching Liverpool win the European Super Cup, and my God, defensively we look atrocious, I have to say. Obviously, this isn't a Liverpool thing, but I am a Liverpool fan, and God, we just look horrendous at the back. I don't have a clue what's going on, but there you go. Our reserves have been beaten in the Iron Brew Cup first round, which is a bit disappointing, but we do receive 3.5k for that, which I guess is okay. We'll do our old team tactics there. I quite like that. We still haven't qualified for the Europa League, so let's see if we're going to get them. We'll just draw all teams and get through this. If we beat Antorsi, oh God, we could get Olympiacos or St. Gallen. I know about Olympiacos, but I don't know much about these boys. Who's this guy? He's playing out of his skin at the moment. Jordi Quintala, Spanish centre mid. We'll scout him out. Not a clue. Really who he is. I've never heard of him before, but it's fine. Apparently Jack Wills won't be a very good footballer. Can't imagine why. Right, here we are then. Roasting Antorsi, or Anortosi. I'm so sorry about my pronunciations. I'm not very good with foreign pronunciations. We've got a couple of changes we need to make. Then Uwe Beck can't play today, so Candeas is going to get a rare run out. And, alright, I've taken Isakson off. So Ryan Kent's going to have to play today. We'll bring Koulibaly in and maybe get Gareth McCauley in as well. Actually, let's play Ross McCrory today as well. He can play as the deep defensive midfielder. We'll turn it into a ball-winning midfielder role. There you go. So today is the usual, well, sort of the usual line with a couple of changes. McGregor's in goal. Kingsley, Katic, Goldson and Tavernier will be the back four. And then we're going to have McCrory, Davis and Arfield with Kent, Candeas and Lafferty as the front three. Yeah, I can always give Barisic a bit of a run out. I'll do that later, but I want to try and get the gelling the team together at the moment because we haven't obviously got much in the way of partnerships apart from Katic and Goldson, who seem to play very well together. I'm liking their formation. This is one that you don't see very often. 4-2-3-1, but the three midfielders. There's no wingers. They're all attacking midfielders in behind their striker. That's an interesting one. So there's definitely going to be wing gaps for us down the wings. So maybe that's a place we can exploit in the game. We'll go with the first 10 minutes with our usual formation of the 4-3-3 holding and see how we get on. But I think we can definitely get at them down the wings then because they're fullbacks. If we pin them back, they're not going to have a lot of creativity on the flanks. And obviously we can maybe get the overlaps in there. Opening 4 minutes, and as Permanakis clears it, McCrory on the ball into James Tavernier. Go on, mate, it's it. Tavernier is 1-0 already. It's his second goal of the season. I think he got his first in the last episode. He's a real threat from right back. He's not particularly great defensively, James Tavernier, but he is very good going forward, and he is proving it. And Ross McCrory gets himself an assist. Well done, Ross. I do feel Ross McCrory has the potential to be one of the best players in the SPL. Definitely, as you can tell from my Villa save where we signed him, he's already a very good Premier League player at that point. So he's obviously got the potential to go off and play for bigger and better things. And maybe it's a player that we can look at, I don't know, kind of maturing here and helping him grow as a player. And then maybe selling him on for a lot of money. Although we don't really want to do that because ultimately in the save, I think he'll go on for maybe 2 or 3 years this save. And I'd like maybe to get us to win or just have a little bit more of an influence in Europe. It's hard without the money. But that's ultimately maybe what I would quite like. Especially if we can invest in our youth. I think if we invest in the youth development Rangers, they do have some good players naturally that come through the youth academy because obviously they're a big club. But at the same time, if we could really work on bringing through some young talent, that'd be very, very exciting, I think. It'd be a good thing for us to focus on. Because ultimately, we're never going to really have enough money to go off and buy superstar players. I can't ever see us. I don't think we'll ever have 20 million. As Steve Davis whips in the corner, and Candeas is unlucky, nearly heads it in from the corner. We look very dangerous from set pieces, and Ortusi aren't really providing any threat whatsoever at the moment, which is good. Long may that continue, as we have another highlight just before the end of half time. And Scott Arthur, lovely swinging ball out to Kingsley, making his second appearance for the club today. Kicks it against the player, but now Kingsley back to Ryan Kent. Hopefully we can get a good partnership going between those two. Davis to McCrory. McCrory back to Davis. McCrory now spreads it nicely out to Tavernier. He's just the outlet at the moment. Manages to skip past the challenge. Tees it back. Candeas. He tees it back to Arfield. It's very patient from us here. Ross McCrory back to Davis. Back to Tavernier. And this is where I was saying us exploiting the rings. As Candeas makes it 1-0. A lovely finish from our winger. And I believe that is his first goal for Rangers, is it? No, it's not. It's just his first goal of the season. A wonderful finish. And James Tavernier has got himself a goal and an assist from right back. We said that wing play today would be very crucial. And it's proving to be the downfall of Ortusi right now. They can't get the ball into their three attacking midfielders in behind, and we are just rolling in it and just exploiting it every time. One thing I'm slightly worried about is that we're not really getting the strikers involved. Our strikers aren't getting a lot of goals. Carl Lafferty, Defoe, and Morelos, although Morelos has been injured for the majority of the save, they're not really getting a lot of chances, and they're not really getting involved in the game. I don't know how to fix that. But I'm going to say to the boys, I'm happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. I feel like it's time we did make a change. Tavernier, we don't really have anyone else that can play it right back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play it a bit weird. I'm going to put Candeas at right back, and then I'm going to bring on... Actually, no, I don't know. I don't really have anyone else that can play it right back, do we? That's the problem. I'm going to have to keep Tavernier out. I haven't really got much of a choice. That's obviously positioned in the fullbacks. We're lacking a lot of quality at the moment. I will take Stephen Davis off and bring on Koulibaly, swap him with Scott Arfield so he can be the box-to-box midfielder. I will take Ryan Kent off and bring on Barisic, who can play obviously up as a left wing, and then I'll think about it before we take Carl Lafferty off, but maybe we bring on Morelos and get him some fitness back up, because obviously his match sharpness is going to be nowhere near what it could be. But we might bring him on for Carl Lafferty just to give him some more minutes. It's good actually, because even though Kingsley's really tired, because we've got Alloa coming up next, I think what we can do is we can play Barisic and maybe have a little bit more of a rotated lineup. That way I can definitely get either Defoe or Morelos in as the starting striker and get them some minutes and hopefully some goals under their belt, which would be really nice. Over the hour mark, Barisic over a free kick, hits it. It's a goal for Borna Barisic. It's absolutely atrocious keeping. He's just hit it somewhere down the middle of the goal and the keeper's just basically palmed it in. It's terrible goalkeeping here. We'll see it again. That is also awful from Vargic. Dear me, dear me. I'm going to take Carl Lafferty off now, and I'm going to bring on Defoe actually. Let's see how Jermaine Defoe gets on, because he's yet to get himself a goal. I'm going to play Morelos at the weekend, so maybe if we can get Defoe some minutes under his belt here. Oh my god, Barisic again. It's just over. Unlucky, mate. Good at free kicks though, to be fair. You got to get him on target if you're going to score, as MikeRo would say. Vargic hits it long. I mean, I don't know why he's hitting it out there. They've got nothing on the wings, as we've already proven. So Kingsley into Barisic, and we build again here. Barisic driving at the midfield, and it's a really, really poor ball there. Gave Defoe no chance of getting on it. And Froxilias, I'm doing alright with these names, I think. Fanus? I have no idea. He plays it to Besat now. He's just giving the ball away there, and Lassana Koulibaly gets on the ball. I can sense a sneeze coming. Oh my god. I do apologise, and I also apologise for the afterwards. Lassana Koulibaly, he loves a long shot. Lassana Koulibaly makes it 4. We're cruising here, and it's time to get the team instructions. Play the ball much shorter. Forget working the ball into the box. Let's keep the tempo really low, and be more disciplined. And instead of positive, we're also going to go conservative, and we'll just shut up shop now. We've got 4 goals, that's enough. Lovely goal from us there. We've got places to be. You're going to go into a cautious mentality. We've absolutely battered poor Ortusi here. And the only thing that can make this better is if we can get Jermaine Defoe a goal and get him scoring. If we can get that going, then that's always good. And I just like getting the strikers. I've really struggled with FM this year in terms of strikers. I've had a couple of seasons on some of my saves where I've had some really prolific ones, like Jack Lancaster in the Aston Villa save. Had a couple of seasons where he was really prolific, but by that I mean he got 20, 22, 23 goals a season, which, yeah, is very good. But I remember, like, last year, you know, I had players like Fiat Arp and Brenner that were getting on that West Ham save, and they were getting about, you know, 30, 40 goals a season, you know. And I don't know, maybe it's the game this year, or maybe it's my tactics, but I've just really struggled this year to get strikers involved in the game and really get them up into those high numbers. And I don't know, maybe if that's an evolution of football, or if it is me, or like I said, if it's now just the game and the engine and the way that it works. But, you know, I like a really prolific striker, and I've yet to really have one in FM19. Jack Lancaster is the closest that we've got. I wonder if I could sign him on this. Ooh, we might have a look at that afterwards. So I want to see how much he is. But we've secured a 4-0 win. Guess so passionately, a very nice victory. Well done, boys. Lots of 8s and high 7-point averages going around there. We've got 251k, which is well. We get St. Gallen. Good, we didn't get Olympiacos. Who are they then? In the Swiss Super League. I know Barnetta. He was a very good player back in the day. 33 years old now. Cedric Itten? It's like Kitten. I like it. Okay, well, scout him too. He's got some pretty decent stats there. Axel Bakayoko? On loan from Inter. Right back. Wanted to scout for the future, maybe. And who's this boy? Nicole Scherzinger? Not quite. Got a lot of young Swiss players in there, actually. I'm going to attend the press conference quickly. Say it was a complete performance. Great for Borna to get himself off the mark. Like I said, James Tavernier got himself man. He got 2 assists and the goal. That's pretty impressive, James, I have to say, mate. Well done. And then we're going to head on. Oh, God, for God's sake, I just want to get through some of the domestic games, but we've just got so many Europa League games at the moment. So many hoops to have to jump through. I'm going to try and maybe do 4 games then. We'll try and get to 4, but we have to whiz through it pretty quickly if we're going to do that. Mind you, I'm pretty sure the most exciting thing at the moment, considering the lack of funds that we have for transfers, the most exciting part of this at the moment is the actual games. So we'll roll with it. James Tavernier is basically my favourite player at the moment. He's Oh no, I've got a problem here. I remember I have to get Buffet back on the. Can I bring him on? I can. Can I? Oh, no, I have to have someone at least trained by the club, for God's sake. Well, it's not letting me take anyone out. This is gonna kick off with Beck. He's not gonna be happy with me. There it is. If a Beck unhappy, promise not kept. Mate, I tried. You saw it there. Everyone just saw it there. I tried. All right, but for whatever reason, it would not allow me to not play you. Okay, so when we get to the group stages, I promise I will sort it out. Just give me more time. Ryan Kent's out for 1 to 2 days. Just got some basic emails in there where they talk about club stature, because obviously we're bigger than Alloa and this, that, and the other. It's like, yeah, we are. I expect to win. And in all fairness, we're expected to reach the final of like both the domestic cups, so I'm assuming that they mean that there's going to be Old Firm derbies in there. If we meet Celtic anywhere along the line, we are screwed. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're going to be in serious trouble if we meet up with them. Not to say that I don't back us to do well, but you know, it's a bit scary. Speaking of the Old Firm derby, kickoff time for our clash with them on the 2nd of September has been pushed back to 1 PM. So it's got live television coverage. Okay, that's exciting. And they're playing St Johnstone today, and they've won 3-1, but that's in the Betfred Cup. So they're through. Got to do our bit now and try and get through as well. Alright, we'll have the Betfred quarter-final cup draw. God, this is a small cup, isn't it? Okay, we're not going to be playing Celtic. We'll be playing Livingston or Aberdeen. That's less good. Aberdeen are probably like the next hardest team you can get. And they're playing today as well, so we'll keep an eye on that one and see how that goes. Right, I think we definitely need to rest up a few people. Kingsley is absolutely shattered, so Andy Halliday is definitely going to get a run out today. I'm going to swap around everyone, I think. So Joe Worrell and McCauley are going to get a run out. I'm going to put Polster in as well, because he can play it right back apparently. If a Beck can play, he can come on. God, I've got a lot of players that are really tired here. Candeas is knackered. Why are they so knackered? It wasn't that much hard work. Jeez. Let's definitely get Morelos on today. And maybe it's just because they're lacking match sharpness. That's probably the problem here. I'm going to get Isakson on the bench as well. Right, okay, what I'll do then, I'm going to have to ease these guys into it. So Gareth McCauley, Polster. We've got a few players that are a bit tired, but ultimately... Actually, let's bring Fotheringham on as well. Let's give him a go. I want to see what Fotheringham's like. So it's a bit of a change lineup. We're going to have Fotheringham, Halliday, McCauley, Worrell, Polster, McCrory, Davis, Koulibaly, Lafferty, Candeas and Morelos today. And obviously I am going to be making changes as we go forward. Actually, no, I'm going to get Morelos on that deep lying forward role and see if we can form him into that. I did want to play him on the complete forward to start with, but for the time being, it doesn't really matter too much. I need that deep line playmaker forward seemed to work quite well, and they're playing a very similar formation, if not the same formation as Anotosi were, so this should go quite well. I'm going to assertively say we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Play your own game and you'll win. Andy Halliday looked happy. Well, thanks, Andy. You know I just love a faith chat. It's all about the faith. Baby, why do you asking me to sing? I say, but please don't go away, 'cause I play them too. It's almost like every episode, or every time I get on Football Manager, I cut a lot of my karaoke out of my videos for all of your benefits. So in the complete playthrough, you're just going to have to live with the fact that I'm a big karaoke fan, and obviously with these wonderful vocal talents, why wouldn't I be? As Andy Halliday hits a free kick and it doesn't quite go in. Morelos thought he might have been fouled there, but we've had the first chance after just 10 minutes here at Ibrox, and Parry hits the ball long and Andy Halliday gives it to Lafferty, who heads it to no man's land. Corley on the ball. Come on boys, let's not go out here, let's not be stupid. And Zala were passing it nicely around the back. Roscoe, that's a good ball into Troughton, but a great play there by Lassana Koulibaly. Well done, mate. He finds Candeas, good dribbling there, into Morelos. God, they're sitting very deep. Polster whips a good ball to the back post. Carl Lafferty! Oh, what a save by Parry. He tips it onto the post and then claims it afterwards. Good for us. Oh, they've... Oh, don't make the joke, mate. We all know what joke I'm thinking here. But, is his name Richard? I don't know. Oh, don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Rise above it, Mike. Rise above it. Fotheringham into McCauley. Candeas is absolutely shattered out there. He's got to at least make it till half time. Morelos here chasing down Graham at the back. Maybe it's Danny Graham. Roscoe. Oh, I thought Danny Graham would make a great defender. Roscoe. That's a great ball over the top for Zanata. And Alla are in. It's his 6th goal of the season. And got problems here. I did not see that coming. And where's Fotheringham there? Didn't fill me with a lot of confidence. In all fairness, Glenn McCauley is around about like 75. So, yeah, there he is there trying to catch up. Well done, Glenn. Good effort, mate. And Fotheringham completely and utterly beaten to the ball. Oh, dear. That's problematic. Problematic. Oh, God. If this carries on, we could be under pressure quite early on in the save, because we're expected to do very well in this competition. I can't promise that that's going to happen at this rate. Maybe I've underestimated our opponents slightly here. I'm a bit scared. Oh God. Oh dear. Right, okay. I've got stuff to think about here. I mean, I'm being a bit FM'd. Okay, let's not lie. We are being FM'd here. I'm going to be a certain say. I expect to see a much better showing in the second half. Not everyone's happy with that, and I'm not particularly happy either. Right, okay, we got issues. Morelos is going to have to come off because he needs to, because he's knackered. Candeas probably won't survive the second half, so on comes Ife Beck. And we'll keep the third sub just in case, because Carl Lafferty can play up on that left-hand side, so I've got to try and keep him there. But this has not been a good half for Rangers, and we're on the verge of a big cup set here, and I don't really need that early on in my tenure, especially not live so you can all see it. That would not be very good for me at all. And the highlights continue here, so I'm wondering, is this going to result in anything? As Gareth McCauley, with the pace of 10,000 snails, plays it to Andy Halliday. Here we go, Andy. On your own, Andy. Andy Halliday. Oh, Andy Halliday. Andy Halliday. Andy. Focus, Andy. Davis over a corner, whips the ball in. Carl Lafferty, well done, mate. He only uses his head. It's his 6th goal of the season. Stephen Davis giving it the dollar sign or whatever it is. Oh, splashing the cash for the celebration. He didn't even get the goal. A wonderful finish there from Carl Lafferty at the near post. We're back in it. Well done, boys. Good goal. I just need to get the entire team fit here, so we're just going to have to get the boys through this, because I do need the entire team fit and raring to go. It's again though, it's the striking that's the problem here. I've got so much talent. I've got Morelos, I've got Defoe. The only player that can score is bloody Kyle Lafferty. I mean, what's that about? And he's not even playing up front today. If you have any ideas in the comment section what's kind of going wrong with my team, do let me know. I'll have to go through the tactics maybe, because maybe it's the fact we're working the ball into the box is the problem and not going a bit more direct. It should work though. I'm going to take it off just in case. Beck now on the ball. I've barely seen a lot of him so far since we signed him. Obviously it's only been an episode, but I need to see a bit more from him. As Kyle Lafferty now drives towards the box to Andy Halliday. And Andy whips in a good ball. It's mucked up by the goalie. It looks like it's a pen. Who's going to take it? Don't tell me Andy Halliday is taking the kick. Who's that? Oh, Kyle Lafferty. Obviously, Kyle Lafferty. 2-1. It's Kyle's 7th of the season. He is easily, at the moment, our in-form striker. We don't really have any other option. I've got nothing from Morelos and nothing from Jermaine Defoe at the moment. So it's all on the shoulders of Kyle Lafferty to bring us the goals. And he is not letting me down. It looked like it was a pretty poor decision by the defender there to let us get it, and we're beginning to stroke the ball around nicely now. Great ball over the top, Jermaine Defoe. There's confidence, and then there's arrogance, Jermaine, and that was an arrogant finish, and not in a good way. That was bad arrogance. Don't like that. Halliday into Kyle Lafferty. Lafferty to Macaulay. Macaulay finds McCrory. Lovely ball out there by Glenn McCauley to find Andy Halliday, who's getting a lot of room down there. Jermaine Defoe this time, no. The Sana Koulibaly, he is also getting a lot of goals. That is his 4th of the season. Nice to see him stepping in there with a decent finish. Well done, mate. And that should put the game beyond Alouette, and I think we'll make the final change as well. We're going to take Kyle Lafferty off because I need to wrap him in cotton wool now. And on comes Isaacson. Glenn McCauley won't be playing midweek, so we can just go with it. Davis whips it in. McCauley at the back post. I've seen Glenn McCauley had many a goal in for West Brom during his time. That is a poor finish. Poor. That's poor, as Alan Green would say. It's been a decent game, actually. We've pretty much dominated the majority of it. Possession's good. We've not really had that many shots. I thought for a while we were going to get FM'd, but it looks like we've kind of got through it, and the quality is showing through in the end. I'm being impressed at the moment with some of the players that we've definitely got in Koulibaly. Worrell's played well again today. He rarely lets me down at centre-back. It's up front that I'm a little bit concerned, and the wingers, it could be better. We should be more of an attacking threat than we are. We look very good, I think, defensively. I just think going forward there's a bit of work to be done. But a 3-1 win wasn't the best game we've ever done. I'm still going to say it's a good win, boys. Well done. I won't give them the comeback chance. Say it was superb, because that would be going a bit overboard. And then we got St Gallen on Thursday, and I already need to have a look at what team we might be playing then. Apparently we injured one of their players, Jack Aitchinson. A bruised thigh. I mean, come on, mate. You can get that just from, like, running, for God's sake. I ain't having any of that. I'm going to praise Lafferty's performance, actually, after I say so. You were superb in front of goal last time. Keep it up, mate. He likes that. How old is Kyle Lafferty? 30 years old. That's worrying. I need to make sure that I get myself... We have cover. I just can't get the bloody boys to start scoring. It's doing my head in. Let's scout the Premier League. How long have we got left? How much money do we have left? We've got 0 and 15k left in the tank. Eric Bottiem. Playing at Premier League level, is he? No issues here. Well, let's scout him out, actually. Joe Willock would have been superb. He's definitely the kind of player I would have tried to have gotten in if I could have this year. But I think this year is mainly about kind of being given the team that Stevie G has kind of made up for me, and then we kind of make the most of what we've got there, and then next year I can really kind of stamp my own authority on the team and get the players in that I would really like to get in. I'm really looking forward to the summer transfer windows when we actually have a bit of money and we can all build the squad, even if it's through loans. I think that's going to give us a lot more opportunity to kind of mould the squad in my image and the kind of way that we actually want to play, which is good free-flowing attacking football. At the moment, it's kind of hard to do that with the team that we have. Obviously, we're very good in the Scottish Premier League, and we're probably good enough in to qualify for the Europa League group stage. After that, though, I don't think we're particularly that good. So there's a lot of players in there that I'm not really that keen on that we've got in. and I need to change it around a little bit. But we'll go through that as we go. This is a good season for people to show me that they deserve to be in the club. So hopefully that they'll be out to impress me. But you know, it's not. It's quite easy to impress me, to be fair. Just you know, play it at 6.8 most of the time, and that's good enough for me. I'll go for all this quickly. Say I consider us to be strong favourites against St Gallen, apparently. Oh, Alan McGregor's injured, that's good. Although having said that, Fotheringham didn't do too much wrong. I mean, he kind of came out a little bit too early for the goal, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Oh, good, it's another squad window. Oh! I can take people out now. Yes. Right, I'm going to take... Flano out. Oh, but he's the only other player. No, he's not the only other player that can play right back. Mark Polster can. Actually, no. What we'll do, we'll take out... How good is Polster? Yeah, okay. I think what we do then, we'll take Polster out, leave Flano in, but then get Uwe Beck in, because obviously he's going to get really shirty with me, and I can't afford for him to get shitty with me. I don't understand why then suddenly I can actually bring him in. It doesn't make any sense. Who's this? Right, okay, I'm going to try and get rid of Lee Wallace, because there's no need for us to have him here. What can I get for him? 300k. I will sell him for 250, and let's see if we can get rid of Lee Wallace. He's 31. I have no need for him in the team. Get rid of him. No need. It's fine. Ah, here we go. Hull have made an offer, and they want us to contribute 1.1k to his wages. I got no issue with that. Suggest the terms. 250k for Lee Wallace. We bought Kingsley off them. We'll sell them Wallace. I think we've got the better end of the deal there. Bakayoko doesn't look great. Kitten looks alright, so we'll keep going with him. And not interested in Quintila, even though he's playing very well. Not interested in that. Games are going thick and fast at the moment. St Gallen are up now. This is usually actually the speed that I play Football Manager when I'm off camera, so it's not like I'm deliberately like whizzing through stuff either. This is genuinely like the speed that I play it at. We'll play. I'll keep Flano on the bench just in case. And we'll get Kingsley on, and then we'll get Ryan Jack coming back as well. So maybe I can have a look at maybe Ryan Jack playing. I need to play Morelos again. I'm gonna play Beck on the right, and then we'll play Carl Lafferty on the. I've got this the wrong way around. There you go. Beck can play on the right, and then on an inside forward, and then we'll have Carl Lafferty on the left, because he seems to be playing quite well, and I don't want to ruin his form while he's in such good nick. But Morelos will be playing up front today as well, so it's a slightly changed lineup, but I feel like we're beginning to develop a little bit more of a kind of core here. I've left the two centre backs in as well, because we'll see what they're made of. I don't really fear them. I think that's the more important thing to note here, is that I don't really fear them. And I fancy it whenever we go back and we play at we play at Ibrox. I fancy we can beat most people. We've got quite a good record there, to be fair, already. I don't think we've dropped a point or anything. I don't think we've even drawn a game, as far as memory serves. So let's see what St Gallen have got in the tank, and then it's the small case of Motherwell in third as well after this, which is actually the game I'm kind of focusing on, because I just want to get stuck into the Scottish Premier League now. I want to get up ahead of steam before the Old Firm derby. Mainly, that's what I'm really keen on doing. So we made a decent start this game. We're sacrificing a bit of possession, but I think they're all going to be a bit up for it right at the start. We can come out of this maybe with an away goal. I'll be happy. Just keep some pride intact. Now we're beginning to get into the game now. You can tell here. Let's take it off. Work the ball into the box. Let's take that off, because I think away from home we shouldn't be trying to sort of pass it around and get too far up the pitch, because I don't want to get caught. I want us to be the more counter-attacking team here, as Fotheringham takes a decent save, and now we can build from the back. It'll be interesting if I do continue to play this kind of like controlled possession philosophy this year. I don't often usually play it. I'm more of a kind of counter-attacking possession kind of guy, really, where I like to G-gen press, but who doesn't these days? It's very fashionable. But I quite like the idea of controlling possession, so it'll be interesting this year to see how many of the Rangers players can actually play that kind of football for me. As the Lasana Koulibaly gets on the ball here. Morelos. Goodbye to Tavernier there. Now this is where the magic usually happens. Tavernier whips in. Carl Lafferty. He just cannot stop scoring. Why doesn't Tavernier get an assist for that? Bollocks. Great ball by Carl. Well, great goal by Carl Lafferty. I think that's his 8th of the campaign. And just, yeah, he's very, very much in form. He could be double figures before we get to the Old Firm Derby at this rate. James Tavernier is just magic on this game. I think that was going wide, but it's hit a defender and gone in. So lucky that that's been given to him. But Carl Lafferty's great form continues. Super Kyle. Lafferty it up, boys. See what I did there? As in, like, laugh it up. Yay! Banter. I love it. I'm feeling a bit nervous on the camera. I like talking, but sometimes I don't feel like I'm talking nonsense, which is all the time. If you work with me or you know me, then this will be no kind of difference to you. But I kind of get the impression that most people are going to think I've got quite an annoying personality when I play these games, which maybe is true. I don't know. Barisic whips the ball in. Morelos! There we go. It's his first goal of the season. Ghosting in at the back post from a corner from Barisic, and a lovely volleyed finish. We can get him off the mark and get him and Lafferty up front and firing together. Then we are in business. I needed him to get a goal early on in his campaign this season, and that is a very good finish. Well done, Alfredo. Good news. Very pleased by that. Very, very, very pleased. Lovely. 2-0 half time. We're absolutely cruising. I'm going to certainly say I'm very pleased with the way things are going. Well done, boys. Now, what do we do? I'm going to take Morelos off, yeah, and I'm going to bring on Jermaine Defoe, see if we can get him a goal. And I'm also going to take off. I'm going to bring Glenn Kamara on because we haven't seen him for. I'm going to take Stephen Davis off as well, just to get him rested up. Because obviously, like I said, it's a big game against Motherwell at the weekend, so I'm taking the big guns off. Lafferty might be the other one to go off. Or maybe Koulibaly. I could technically take Beck off as well, actually. Maybe bring on Ryan Kent. Actually, I think I might do that. That seems like the best thing to do. Rees throws the ball in. It's well headed away. Now we are on the counter as Koulibaly's got a lot of pace behind him. This is some run from Koulibaly. Well done, mate. Don't give the ball away now. That's a superb tackle by Sierra in all fairness. He tracked Koulibaly back really well. And it's a wonderful tackle. Rees into Barnetta. We're pressing them, pushing him back nicely though. Quelle on the ball. Hits it long. We've got to stop this over-the-top long ball stuff here, though, and it's a good save by Fotheringham. I think I need to start thinking about dropping the team defence. So when we're out of possession, yeah, see, we're much higher. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be a bit more like that. You always get caught out on FM, whether you want to control possession or not. You always get caught out by the long ball over the top, and the only way to do that is to sit your defence back, but then I don't want it to stretch out so there's massive gaps between the front men, the midfield, and then the defence. We need to keep it relatively compact. See, this is me actually talking tactical, so yeah, I know. It doesn't look like I actually know anything. What the hell happened there? Is he just scored from a corner? I think he has. That is a ridiculous goal to concede. The keeper here, Borna Barisic, making a very good start to life, and that's either some serious win, or that is just a completely, utterly bamboozling swinger. Either way, it's a good goal. We're 3-0 up. Happy days. I'm going to take Beck off now and bring on Ryan Kent. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because I think we've got to keep Beck, get his fitness up, and then hopefully we'll get to start seeing the best of him when we start playing him more regularly in the domestic games. I really want to get the attacking players or a goal. I always feel it's better when you start getting the goals from everywhere. Like if you can get them not just from your strikers, which obviously I've had to rely on FM, going back to the striker issues that I've had earlier on in the save. The earlier you can kind of get a goal for all your attacking players, the more confident it is, and certainly the easier it is for you. And I thought Defoe was going to be in there as he was going to nick the ball off Roniger, but not quite. Sierra on the ball. Finds Quintela. Doing a lot of Justin Timberlake moves there in the middle, just like dummying it for days. Fainting. Barnetta, lovely ball there out to Luchinga. Luchinga whips the ball in. No one's marking at the back post of Vucciard. Tees back to Quintela. And a great tackle there by Ross McCrory. And anytime you want, boys. Oh my god, Jermaine Defoe. He's using his old 35-year-old legs for pace. That's 33 to tell I. Defoe! Go on, Jermaine. You wouldn't know he was scored over 100 goals in the Premier League, would you, when he can't score away at flipping St Gallen from 4 yards out? Come on, mate. Ross McCrory? Ah, okay. See, I expect that kind of finish from Ross McCrory. If that's Jermaine Defoe, I expect goals. Ah, Carl Lafferty's bruised his shin. He's been playing at 9.1. He's been our best player so far this season. Maybe apart from James Tavernier. Why are you doing this to me? Corner to St Gallen. Please don't concede, lads. Falls out to Tafer. Plays back to Barnetta. Barnetta whips the ball in. Quayler heads over the bar. Come on, boys. Blow up. There you go. A 3-0 win away from St Gallen. We've got 1 foot in the group stages. Job done. Assertively say. People have written us off. Apparently, though, were we not the favourites? We're going to say, that was really special. No one gave us a chance, but you played magnificently well. Congratulations. Absolutely battered them. I had no idea. Carl Lafferty's out for 2 to 3 days. That's not ideal. Quality possession provides victory. You can tell that we're dominating the majority of possession in games with 53% there, which I quite like. Carl Lafferty again getting man of the match. I'm going to send the assistant for this one. And we will have one more game against Motherwell today, I think, because that would... I like just trying... I want to get stuck into the Scottish domestic season. We've only played 2 games in the bloody Scottish Premiership. I know, obviously, there's like not really that many fixtures considering the size of the league, but still, like, I love getting into like the kind of domestic. That's where I want to be, because at the moment we're tying with Celtic. That's where we need to be. Mirroring their results, if not bettering them, obviously, if we can. Scott Arfield's finally overtaken James Tavernier in the best training, or the best players provide the best training this year. Adja always gives Real Madrid in this game, and they're signing from Celtic, so that's good news for us. Pre-match press conference. Yeah, we played very well against St Gallen. The transfer window slams shut in a few days. Do you think we'll be doing some business? I'm going to say these things can happen very quickly. I wouldn't rule anything out. Rotation is definitely 100% necessary with the team. Motherwell, top of position. Travelling took it out of the players. Get the excuses in early. That's me. Transfer window closes just before we play Celtic. So if we want to make some signings, we've got to do it within the next week. I'll have a look. I think that'll be another focus of next episode after the Motherwell game. And at the start of next episode, we'll have the St Gallen game, and we'll also have a look at transfers before the big Old Firm derby. But we need to try and get someone in for transfer deadline day. I'm not really happy with the squad depth. There are still areas where we are really, really struggling. But we're here. Celtic are playing Hamilton today, so you guarantee that that's points for them. This is a tough away game actually against Motherwell. They're 4th, and they've got 4 points from their first 2 games. Right, let's get our usual back 2 in. So it's definitely going to be Katic and Goldson. Flipping around because Katic is left-footed. Barisic has been playing really well, but he's quite tired. So I'm going to have to bring in Kingsley. Carl Lafferty's in at 71%. That's a real loss. That's a real loss today. That's annoying. That's a really big loss. Beck's definitely going to play on the right then. It's going to have to be Candeas. I don't really have much of a choice. And Morelos is going to stay up front. I've kept Carl Lafferty on the bench. I might get... Maybe get Ryan Jack as well. I'm going to get Joe Worrell instead of Glenn McCauley. McGregor's obviously definitely going to go back and goal. It's a big game today. Scott Arfield's got to come in. Not for Stephen Davis. I can't really take Koulibaly out. He's not done a lot wrong. But then neither Scott Arfield. What do I do here then? I'm going to take Glenn Kamara out and bring Scott Arfield on. Just because Scott Arfield's obviously got Premier League experience. And he's a very experienced campaigner. Let's go with this then, see how we get on. I'm still very happy with the squad at the moment. Well, not the squad at the moment, but I'm very happy with this lineup. So, Maguire, Kingsley, Katic, Goldson, Tavernier, McCrory, Davis, Koulibaly, Candeas, Beck, and Morelos. Without the exception of Carl Lafferty up on the left-hand side, I think this is actually our best team. They're playing my favoured 5-2-1-2 position, which means they will be spaced down the wings. I'm going to certainly say I want you to pick up from where you did last time against St Gallen, where we were very good. And let's see how we get on today. I think we'll get a draw. I'd happily walk away with a draw. We're still not head and shoulders above the rest of the SPL. You've got Celtic, probably us and Aberdeen, maybe then Motherwell, and then you've got the rest of the SPL. But we're still not head and shoulders above the rest of them. There are still a lot of teams here that can give us a lot of issues because we're not that good, if that makes any sense. So if we can get a win here, it's a big statement in all fairness, because Motherwell's not an easy place to go. Candeas on the ball as we look to have the first chance of the game. Davis to Kingsley. Back to Stephen Davis. Davis, go and have a crack, mate. He's wimped out of it and played it to Tavernier, but he puts a good ball in. Candeas, Morelos, get in! Alfredo Morelos is back, baby. His second goal of the season, second in 2 games, second in 2 starts. Absolutely delightful. I thought Davis was going to have a crack here. It looked like he was opening up for him, but it was a good ball back to Tavernier. His first time cross is lovely. Caderes with the flick on, and Morelos is just in the right place at the right time to knee it in. Good finish. Good stuff. Very, very good indeed. I think we're playing before Celtic are by all accounts here, because they're not showing up on the live league table. So this is a good chance for us to maybe put some pressure on them. And yeah, it is early in the season, but this is a bit like the whole kind of like Liverpool City. Right, I forgot to sort the high line out. Great tackle there by Katic. I forgot to sort the high line out. Pause. I'll do that. I need to set this for next time before we come on camera. So we go lower defensive line, lower line of engagement. Especially when we go 1-0 up. Let's just sit back and then hit them on the break. Or control the ball and then move it forward gradually. There's no need to go OTT straight from the off and leave ourselves open. Very pleased with the start though. This is very good from us. Got to lay down a marker nice and early. Don't know why I paused it there. Misclick. I'll demand more from the boys just to get some more focus going, because we haven't had another highlight since we went 1-0 up. In all fairness, if we win every game 1-0 to the end of the season, doesn't matter because we'll win the league. And that is all that matters. It's been very good. I like the fact now that Morelos is kicking in. He might be the one player, I think in this league, he could be the guy that can get you 25 to 30 goals a season, I think. Carl Lafferty's in a good run of form at the moment, but I think Morelos is the man who can get you a goal a week on average, nearly a goal every game. If he can be that man, then the likelihood is that we'll probably lose him next year, but not if it's not for a big fee. But we have to get them fit and firing. Assertively say, I'm happy with the performance, keep it up. Ross McCrory's on a yellow. Do I take him off? I trust Ross. I trust that he's not an idiot. So I'm going to leave him on the pitch for a minute, but I think Scott Arfield may well come on in the second half for him just to be safe, as Candeas loses the ball out to Campbell and we start the second half. I like the flow of it when I'm doing it like this. I quite enjoy it. I don't have to keep pausing in between sentences for comic effect. I can let my natural comedic glow shine through. Somewhere. I don't know if I actually even have comedic glow. It's probably lost on me somewhere. It's been a very dull game, but I'm okay with that because we're 1-0 up. I'm going to pause it an hour in. I'm going to take Ross McCrory off to be safe, and on comes Scotty Arfield. Let's swap him with Davis. Oh, okay, I thought Davis could possibly play as a deep line playmaker. Interesting. Katic can apparently. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna hold off then. I don't want to risk it while it's only 1-0. I don't want to risk it. Oh, I've done the stupid thing here. I guess they cancel that. Unless this turns out to actually be a goal. Davis hits it. What an effort and what a save by Carson. Stephen Davis must have heard that I was going to move him back defensively. He went, no, hang on a minute. Hold your horses. What an effort that was. Absolute rocket. And they cleared their lines rather well. But we've put in a very dominant performance here, I have to say. At least in terms of highlights. We've been absolutely all over them here. They've barely got out of their half. Some players are starting to tire, so it's time to go to the tactics. I'm going to take Morelos off, bring on Jermaine Defoe. I'm also going to take Beck off and bring on Ryan Kent. Bit of better performance by Beck. He played at a nice 6.7. Don't really see much of him on the highlights though. I wonder if he's just one of those players that he's going to solidly perform, but maybe he's not actually got like the kind of finished article, if that makes any sense. He doesn't have a lot of end product. I'm hoping that will come with time, but can't guarantee it. Best thing about winning 3-0 against St Gallen is that it's going to give me all the time in the world to pick a lineup that probably players that aren't going to play against Celtic, because then all we need to do is avoid defeat against St Gallen and we're through, or even we could lose 2-0 and we'll still go through. But I don't want to ruin the good form that we're in, but it means that we can rest everyone up for the Old Firm derby, and ultimately that's got to be the aim. Next episode is crucial because it's the first Old Firm derby, and we need to get in there ahead of Celtic and let them know that they are in a title race. But I actually put some pressure on them, because I always feel that Celtic are never really under pressure in Scotland, so to actually put them under a proper title race and test their mettle a little bit, I think would be good. They say that they're proven winners, and they are, obviously. They win a lot of championships. But how many times do they actually have to do it under pressure? Not that many, so maybe that's the habit this year. And we've made a good start to the season. A 1-0 win against Motherwell away from home. Very, very pleased. I'm going to passionately say a very nice victory. Well done, lads. Very impressed by that. At Fir Park, Conor Goldson gets man of the match. Defensively, we look a lot better as well. highlighted by the fact they're saying another clean sheet for the side today, and Conor McGregor. I keep saying Conor McGregor. McGregor hasn't conceded in 281 minutes. Like I say, he's a top quality keeper. It was a great start to get a goal early, and Connor Goldson was very good. Yeah, me and the chairman get on well. We're going out to the pub. We have a pint. He likes my missus. It's fine. I don't have a missus, so. Can you imagine, actually? Because this isn't real life. Maybe I could. Maybe I could be going out with, like, Ariana Grande or something. That'd be quite cool. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked there thinking about other stuff. Anyway, right, moving on swiftly. Next episode, then, like I said, we will have maybe 2 or 3 games. I'll try and get 3 in, but we've also got the transfer deadline day window, and I do intend to actually do some transfer business. So it might only be St Gallen and Celtic in the next episode, but we will have a lot of transfer business on transfer deadline day before the game away at Celtic Park. You can see here we've got 5 wins in a row, very decent, unbeaten in 6, and only 1 defeat in 8 games is very impressive. How did Celtic get on? They haven't played yet. Should we just quickly see how they get on against Hamilton? Okay, I shouldn't have seen that. It's just depressed me. But we're 3rd, and only Hearts are ahead of us. Very, very decent start indeed. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you come out for the next episode of my complete playthrough series, or check out the Aston Villa save at the moment, even though I'm actually England manager and we are in Euro 2024. You want to catch up though with the Villa save because it is an absolute doozy, even if I do say so myself. Please do like, share and subscribe, and until I see you in the next episode of my complete playthrough or any of my other videos, stay cool.